Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a mother stopped responding. For days, there was silence. No calls, no messages, no verified sightings. Until family members went looking for her. Inside a Milwaukee residence, they found her. She had been there for days. What investigators would later document was not just a homicide, but a level of violence that raised even more questions. Details that would only begin to come into focus as the investigation continued. This is the story of Janie Pendleton. Janie Pendleton was 41 years old. She was a mother. Based on reporting, she stayed connected with her family, shared moments from her life, and remained connected to the people close to her. In the days before she was found, there were no public reports indicating anything out of the ordinary. After that, the public timeline goes quiet. No publicly confirmed movements. No clear last sighting released by authorities. Just a gap, and then concern. On March 13th, 2026, family members went to check on her. What we know is she was found by family during a welfare check. When they arrived, they went inside. And that's when they found her. Janie Pendleton was pronounced deceased at the scene. Investigators would later say she had been there for days before she was found. The case was ruled a homicide. As the investigation continued, more details began to emerge. Initial reports suggested she had been stabbed around 20 times, but that number would change. After a full autopsy, authorities determined Janie Pendleton had been stabbed 107 times. 107 stab wounds noted in the autopsy findings. And there was something else. A shoe print found on her forearm. Authorities have not publicly explained how that print was made, but it was included as part of the evidence. Investigators were left with questions, not just about what happened, but about who was there and how long had she been left undiscovered. As they worked to reconstruct her final hours, reporting that references a search warrant affidavit details police obtained a warrant for a separate residence. That location was connected to a man who knew Janie Pendleton. The same reporting states he gave inconsistent statements to investigators. As of this recording, authorities have not publicly named a suspect, and no arrests have been announced. The investigation remains active, but there are still key details that have not been released. Authorities have not shared a clear timeline of her final hours. No identified last person to see her alive. No explanation for what led to the violence inside that home. Just the evidence that was found. And a case that, so far, remains unsolved. For her family, the questions have not stopped. What happened in those final days? Who was there? And why are there still no answers? They went looking for her, and what they found changed everything. Authorities are still asking for information from the public. Anyone with details related to this case should contact the Milwaukee Police Department. Tips can also be submitted anonymously through Crime Stoppers. Contact information is listed in the show notes. Our thoughts are with Janie Pendleton's family and loved ones. As we close out this episode, remember, sharing her story helps keep the focus on finding answers. For more cases and updates, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.